Hello, everybody. I've got something a bit special and different today. This is the beta for Remothered, Tormented Fathers, which is a bit of a spiritual successor to Clock Tower. I never really got into those too much. They were a bit over my head when I was younger for Super Nintendo, but I kind of, like wanted to like it, if that makes sense. I'm sure there's something that that kind of applies to you too, but yeah, so I tried it out a bit earlier for like 10 minutes. It seems completely bug-free, which is great. And then I sat down to record this, and I discovered a bug, which is if you have your controller plugged in, you cannot move your mouse. I wish I could have said there were no bugs, but I found one. Anyway, I've got the frames per second counter going up there, as you can see. It's going pretty fast. I've got some relatively serious hardware, depending on who you are. If you are the PC Master Race, it's some middling hardware. If you're a filthy console peasant, it is the highest hardware you can get. All the settings are on Ultra. So it's running pretty smooth. In game it kind of goes between it's limited to 60, so it goes between 60 and sometimes it goes down to like 45, but it's kind of weird because usually 45 looks terrible. I'm gonna start it and then we can see, but 45 looks terrible, 30 looks fine, 60 looks great, 45 is the worst possible frame rate that exists. It's really weird. Yeah, so I played about 10 minutes of this. I didn't get far enough to know anything about it other than what you'll see in the next 20 seconds or so. This obviously is pre-rendered. You can tell that for sure. Though the rest of the game does look pretty great. Yeah, creepy playground. Something you need in every horror game, but is oddly absent from many. Listen to me, there must leave us free from needs to be. Here's Agent Scully. I don't know what that language is, but it looks Italian. Jeez, wash your car. Yeah. That's what you want in a horror game. Out of nowhere. Alright. Reach the residence of Dr. Felton. Who is that? Why should we care? I don't know. We'll find out in the full game. But for now, let's explore. I first checked out this missing poster. Missing since Thursday, October 14th, 1971. Last seen 4 p.m. at Recreation Ground in some place. Date of birth, February 8th, 1958. Female, white, 13 years, light blonde hair, blue eyes. At last, something wearing a white dress with bows. I thought that said boys. White shoes and tressed hair. Persons knowing any information are requested to call some phone number. So, in the few minutes I played, I went this way and walked straight into the plot. So, let's see what's over here. Since this is the beta, I'm assuming... Oh, not that way, idiot. Oh, look at those devil eyes she's got. Rrr. I'm some kind of agent. I'm assuming that the level design, at least outdoors, will be improved dramatically, because this isn't great. Hey, a gate. Oh, she's tired. Tired from all that sprinting. It was like 20 feet. Aren't you like some kind of law person? Don't you have to be good at that to have your job? This also looks like a dead end. Yep. Okay, so I went the right way because I'm awesome and cool. To quote a certain skeleton. Yeah, let's go this way then. And all the way down there is just another not that way idiot. So Dr. Richard Felton and Associates notary study, whatever that means. A notary's just like a lawyer who signs things for money. So I don't know why he'd need a study.
Yes, hello. I'm Dr. Reed from the Santa Margarita Institute.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Felton is no longer a patient.
I know. This is why I'm here. Hello? Anyone?
Also, I forgot there's no subtitles in this version. I'm assuming that there will be subtitles in... Yeah, it's down to 30 FPS. That's not good. But it's at least a frame rate that you won't notice it being bad. So, that's good. See 45 now it becomes jank. I'm assuming at the full release they will have subtitles. Which, well, most people, I'm assuming, don't care. I care because I like to hear people with harsh accents and, you know, people that kind of mumble and talk quietly and, you know, whatever reasons. And it's just good for Let's Plays. So, it's good for a lot of reasons. And maybe you're deaf and need them. Not a whole lot of games come out without subtitles, which is nice. Nothing up here? Oh, there is a door. Last time I went around back to check that way out and ended up also walking into the plot. Hello?
Hello? The gate was open. Are you there?
The
Hello?
gate was open, so I walked right
Is
in.
anyone there?
No? Guess I need a key. Or I could just walk around back like I did last time. Yeah, so, it looks pretty good. Graphically. This is Unreal Engine 4. I believe. So, it's got these nice, like, camera splatter effects, which I'm usually not a fan of things like lens flares and camera effects in movies, but for some reason I really like them in games. Like Metal Gear Solid had that really starkly. It was super obvious, and this has like the dried mud splatter all over the place for no apparent reason. I kind of like it. I don't know why, but there it is, and I like it. So, okay, it also has this washed out kind of look, which I'm pretty sure is intentional given the nature of the game, but whatever. I have to shut up now. Forget it. Screw this.
Yes?
Good evening.
Miss Reed, you already told me at the intercom, and as I already told you, Mr. Felton is no longer a patient at the Scientific
I know.
Institute.
I came here voluntarily, outside the Institute.
So what do you want?
I am personally re-examining your case. Causes, reagents. I strongly believe there are alternative ways and probably other experiments that are worth a try. I am fighting with the Institute to recognize there are other adequate remedies for your husband's pathology.
Oh, no, please. I'm just assisting him. I'm his nurse.
I didn't know.
It's okay. I suppose you want to talk to him.
Thank you.
I apologize for the darkness, but Mr. Felton's sight has been damaged and immensely compromised because of the disease. Anyway, I am Gloria. Oh, and please, refrain from smoking inside. Mr. Felton hates the smell of smoke.
Sorry.
Which is why I smoke. So this is about where I stopped. I really found that that ashtray there, and he hates the smell of smoke. Really interesting. Because it implies that she's smoking there, and like... She's smoking there and then telling her not to smoke. It's kind of weird.
This way.
Can I crank up the volume for voices? Everything's at 100. I can take down the voice or the volume for everything else, but there's not that much sound going on, so I'll just leave it at this. You know, I can turn on the music. The music is there's a bit of music, and it's a bit loud. No, it's pretty nice music.
Bad habit.
Smoking?
Yes, such a shame. You should quit. You have no idea how bad this is for you. Not only for your health, but it's also very expensive. Money and time wasted. I have so much to do every day. I couldn't waste time with such a bad habit.
Do you assist Mr. Felton all day?
Oh no, from midday to 8 p.m. Then I go back home. I live near here. If needed, he can contact me with a pager, but that's not often. His wife takes care of him when I'm off.
What can you tell me about her?
I met her just a couple of times. She's usually out or locked in her bedroom when I'm here. Let's say they don't seem to get along.
I didn't know.
But, you know, when she's home, she listens to the same music, the same song, over and over.
So his wife's probably the smoker. And she doesn't care because they have a bad relationship, apparently. This is a big house, way bigger than it looks on the outside.
This way, please. Mr. Felton will be here in a few minutes.
Okay.
So it seems like she's from some kind of medical place. Not the FBI. So she's still Scully, just medical Scully, not FBI Scully. Scully's so cool, but wrong all the time. Is she Demon Jesus?
Well, it would be too easy, wouldn't it? I believe in people's willpower. Everything else is not God, but an aptitude or mankind's cruelty.
This is the kind of fairy tale I prefer at my age. When you're worn out from an incurable disease, you start having some doubts. Why is there so much life in such small but lethal creatures? An arbiter, that's all we need.
For what? It's wrong and crazy. It's human nature.
That same nature in which we are equals to those ants eating each other. But, pardon me, I forgot my manners. Please, sit down. Dr. Reed,
Sorry, Mr. Felton. Pleased to meet you.
So you already met Gloria?
Yes, she let me in.
She's a great reference, extremely hardworking, but back to us. I don't recall seeing beautiful doctors like you at the Institute, Dr. Reed.
I am flattered, Mr. Felton. I arrived at the Institute just a few months after you left. And you left because?
Inadequacy of the sanitary treatments within the structure.
That's right. And in a few words?
In a few words, they didn't know how to treat my case, and they left me there to die.
But it seems that other issues took over.
I once or twice refused to go through exams.
Mr. Felton, is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, Gloria. Yes, see if Dr. Reed needs anything.
Oh, no.
May I offer you a cup of tea or coffee? Espresso?
No, thank you.
As you wish. How about you, Mr. Felton?
No, thank you. I'll keep entertaining our guest. You can go now.
You're diagnosed. 1958.
Yes, indicatively, some friends and I contracted the disease while traveling to Egypt, and it got worse.
In addition to the disease,
Some mummy
the
curse.
first exam showed some inconsistency. Some hormonal deficiency, overdose of non-prescribed drugs, opiates, phenoxyl. Wasn't it recalled in the mid-60s?
Doctor, don't you think that nowadays there are ways to obtain drugs without any prescription?
I believe so. According to your file, you still receive your disability pension. Even better, it seems that the beneficiary is your wife, Ariana Gallo.
Exactly. She's the one who takes care of me when Gloria is off.
How about your daughter?
My daughter, Celeste, has never come back home.
Disappeared. She was adopted, am I right?
The investigators confirmed that she intentionally left. They never suspected a kidnapping since there was no ransom request.
How about Weeman? Wasn't he a suspect?
A flash in the pan, an idiot who brought confusion by sending warnings and threats.
And her birth parents?
Dr. Reed, young girls often decide to just go. And this is what my daughter decided to do.
Jennifer.
What did you say?
At times, you'd call her Jennifer.
No, my
Mr.
daughter...
Felton, what has really happened to your daughter?
I just told you.
How about the off-the-record version?
I am not sure where you're trying to go with this, but I won't tolerate... I don't have the strength for this now.
I know you've been trying to forget her, but this picture might help you to.
What is this? Where did you get this picture?
Isn't she your daughter? Celeste, or as you called her? Jennifer?
I asked you a question.
Back of the picture says Jennifer.
There is no Jennifer!
You thought I was stupid, didn't you, Mr. Felton? Do you really think I'd come here without knowing what I'm talking about?
Who are you, and why did you come here? Did you come to my home to threaten me with your condescending
Threatening
tone?
you? So maybe I should ask your wife then.
She's not home.
Seems like she is.
Mr. Felton, I just talked to the director of the Institute on the phone. They have never heard of Dr. Reed. She is not what she claims to be.
Well, Miss Reed, if that is your real name, your time here has ended. Please, leave my property. Miss Gloria will escort you out.
Please follow me.
Mr. Felton, please, tell me what you did to your daughter!
Good evening.
Follow me.
Wasn't Jennifer the girl from the first Clock Tower game?
Felton.
And that was set in an orphanage, I think.
You know the way.
I might be wrong on that last one.
How do you even...
How do I do what?
How do you even sleep at night? You use people's lives regardless of the pain you cause. The Feltons have been through a lot. And they are good people.
Gloria, a young girl disappeared.
We all know the story, unfortunately. A burden that the Feltons will have to carry for the rest of their lives. Celeste just left them.
If that was the case, there was a motivation behind it. And it threatened her life.
Okay. Whoa, butterflies, no! My only weakness. Oh, moths are poisonous, shoo them away. Press F to shoo. Yeah, the music balancing is way too loud. This is when Scully sneaks in. Yep. Bad mistake. What a Resident Evil door. I guess it fits in with the rest of the mansion. Alright, what's my new objective? Investigate. Alright, Scully, you look so shady right now. I'm sneaky. Okay, investigate the source of the tune. Let's turn down this music even more. Even that's probably not. Oh, it's gone completely. I didn't want that. Oh, here's some stuff. Nothing. I'll put it back so no one knows I was even here. Nothing. Oh, what's this? A key? A defense item. It's just like a huge knitting needle. I think it's a knitting needle. The huge long ones that are kind of blunt, actually. Okay. I think that I'll save that one for later. So it sends me straight into, like, someone's about to kill you. Pick up defense items. Alright, do I have any notes or anything? Identify the source of the tune. Investigate the disappearance. I have no skills. Great. Good work. No skills. This door is locked. That's actually pretty suspicious. Though it is a mansion, I guess some doors would be locked. To be fair. Giant mansion, locked doors. Makes sense, I guess. No. Oh no, it's reminding me of Layers of Fear. Oh, I picked up a diversion item. It was a teacup. So I guess defense items are exactly what they sound like, and diversion items, you can throw them or something to distract people. Is this a diversion item? Yep. Ooh, a hiding spot. I'm so scared in there. Wow. She's claustrophobic. So, at some point, hopefully in the near future. Ooh, that's a weapon. Yep. Scissor woman. How do I use these weapons? Oh, I can crouch. That's nice to know. And I have a flashlight. Place diversion. Place diversion? Whatever. Oh, I can change into first person or something. There we go. Throw diversion. That makes more sense. Cheat manager. Wonder if I can use that. Doesn't say anything about using defense weapons. Let's go into the inventory then. I don't have items. That's a lie. Okay. So did I lose the needle when I picked up the scissors? I'd rather have the scissors, that's for sure, but I'm gonna throw the wine bottle. Okay. What's the deal with this mirror? Save the game, restore life. Okay. Power up. Oh, that's not a thing yet. Game saved using Scully's telepathic metronome powers. Did she hypnotize herself? What's the deal?